I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is Tabletop Tastings. Welcome to another episode of Sip and Play. Les, what did we play?
Today, we played the now 1 to 8 player game, Heat, with the expansion Tunnel Vision, which brings Heat up to 8 players if you have both expansions. Heat is a fantastic card drafting game where you have to choose what gear you're in, and the gear you're in determines how many cards you play, which results in how far your card goes. What Tunnel Vision does is it adds 2 new maps to the Heat experience, and one of those maps has a series of tunnels in it. And when you're in a tunnel, you cannot discard cards, which is a huge component to Heat. It also adds a few new upgrade cards, which we played with, which allow drafting, which is a super cool mechanic. And I think one of my favorite things about the Heat Tunnel Vision expansion is that one of the tracks, you just do a single lap, but there are 109 spaces on that map. Steve, every time I play this game, I love it more and more. And now with the introduction of the purple car and being able to play it with 8 players, Heat has become one of my favorite games of all time. What did you think of our playthrough of Heat, the Tunnel Vision expansion?
I have to say, I think that this is my favorite game of all time.
Really?
I absolutely love Heat.
With how bad you've been spanked every time we played it, I'm surprised to hear you say that, but I'm actually not, because you had said, even though you lost in this game, it was due to one bad decision early on, that you still have a blast playing it.
I love this game. So a 2-player, it's not that great, because you don't get a lot of that drafting and so on. Yeah, you won, so you think it's fantastic.
I do. Yeah, the higher the player count, the more opportunities there are to draft, and that does make a huge difference with this game. But still, when we've played a 2-player, I've loved
it's been fun.
Playthroughs of this.
Yeah, I've loved it. Like, since the first time we've played this game, I've fallen in love. And even the first time, I'm sure I talked about it, I'm like, how are they going to make a car racing game into a board game? And they have done it perfectly. The drafting, the card playing, getting rid of Heat.
They're all super tight.
It's so good. I love it.
Now, this is
such
the
a fantastic
third time we've brought Heat to the table because of this latest expansion. Steve, I hope you brought something fantastic to pair with our playthrough of Heat Tunnel Vision. What have you brought?
I think I have. So the first 2 times that we brought this, we have done a Jack Daniels. So we did the original Jack Daniels, number 7. Although it was the McLaren edition, it's just the number 7, which was cool.
Yep.
The next time we had it, we did the single barrel.
Heavy Rain.
It was really good. This time I'm like, okay, we need to break open.
We gotta go. We gotta bring it up to the next level.
Yeah, and I think we did.
We sure did.
We totally did. So what I brought is a store pick from an independent bottler. We have, from the Whisky Agency, Heads and Tails, store pick from Vishal at Malts and Grains, Braevel 7-year Single Malt Scotch. Let's see the crack.
That was much
Thank you, Vishal. Looking forward to this. Braevel, all the way from Scotland. Let's hear it.
Ooh.
That was
nice.
a good.
You
know what's funny? It does actually look like it might be synthetic.
It is definitely synthetic.
Yeah.
How we got such a good pop off of a synthetic cork, though.
They're doing a good job there, that's for sure. All right, let's have a taste of this. So our friend Igor from Heads and Tails, and definitely our best friend Vishal from Malts and Grains, AABC stores in Alberta.
Steve, that nose talks to me.
Oh,
this is going to be a good bottle.
It is.
Oh, I get the sherry. Is it finished in sherry? It must be finished in sherry.
It has to be. Actually, you know what's funny? So I believe there's sherry involved, but it's matured in Port Hogshead.
Ooh,
is what I'm told, yeah.
Man, that smells good. That smells great.
That smells super, super good.
Shall we go in?
That really takes me. Sorry, just a second.
You gotta.
I'm
gotta
enjoying
appreciate it.
that so much. Oh, that smells delicious. Delicious.
Okay, let's go in.
All right, let's do it.
So it's like brown sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It's like cake. It's funny. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Like the nose is sweeter than the taste is. But that's good.
You could almost name anything that you love. Because that's what it is.
That's just great. Wow, that's rich.
It's a single malt, so you've got that barley. That is probably
Delicious.
one of the nicest scotches you'll have.
Now, if you like a peated scotch, there's zero peat.
No,
in
there's
this,
no peat.
right?
No.
But as far as a single malt goes, that's just extremely flavorful. That is fantastic.
Yeah, if you're looking for like an Islay, so you got lots of peat, lots of smoke, that is not it. But if you're looking for a scotch, a single malt scotch that has that extra sweetness and just a lot of complexity
Yeah,
to
there's
it.
some saltiness there going on as well.
Yeah. Because I was just about to say, it's almost got like that bacon salt to it. The little bit of layer of fat almost, because it really just coats your tongue very nicely all through your mouth.
Yeah, the mouth feels fantastic.
so
The
good.
coverage is fantastic. Dang, that's good.
There you have it. That's the bottle pop. Okay, so what have we been enjoying? So I've talked about it. The Whisky Agency, Heads and Tails, that's a good friend of ours, Igor. We've met him a number of times. Basically what they do is they bring in very unique spirits into Canada.
absolutely.
So it's not just scotch, it's rum, it's cognac. They bring in stuff that it's so unique and different from anything you're going to find.
So good. You know, anything they put their name behind, that it's going to be just that next level in quality.
It's so tasty. So this is kind of like a 3-part bottle. Because you've got Whisky Agency, so you got Igor and his partner bringing things in. And then it's a store pick from our buddy Vishal over at Malts and Grains. And then it's from Braevel. So I didn't really know what Braevel was. I talked about it a little bit.
Isn't it a coffee
in our
maker
pop.
or something?
It sounds like it, right? So they make scotch, they make single malt for the Chivas brand.
Oh, okay.
So Chivas Regal, plus a bunch of other things as well. You're not going to get much exclusively from them because all of that goes into blends. So the Chivas is a blended. Part of it is from these guys, that distillery there. So you're not going to get that true just Braevel from them unless you're an independent bottler like this. So then you get like that real flavor and taste going behind it. So that's what we've enjoyed. I'm sorry, everybody, because you're probably not going to get this.
Okay.
Which is kind of sad. However, I don't think you would go wrong with getting a blend from the Chivas guys. So it's Glenlivet, Chivas. They're blending and doing stuff from the juice that we're enjoying. If you hit up Vishal at Malts and Grains in Alberta, you can get something like this. It's not just taking your gaming to the next level, it's taking your evening of just enjoying with friends to that next level. And so you're gonna get something like this. It's absolutely delicious.
So, Steve, I have a question for you then.
Yes.
Because we both love heat. And when it comes to the heat tunnel vision expansion, and it comes to this, the Whisky Agency Single Malt Scotch Whisky, which of the two is better?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
However, I think you're gonna be surprised at my answer.
I don't think I am.
No?
Well, it depends.
So I would go with heat.
With
the game.
And why? Why do you think heat is better than the whiskey?
So I think heat is your perfect board game.
Ooh,
I
that's
really
quite a
really
statement.
do. So I don't think that I'm like a board game aficionado. Like I'm not like an expert. However, I have played a lot of board games. And I love the ones that have a lot of strategy.
Steve.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
played a lot of them because of me.
Exactly. Yeah. And I've bought some because of the show and playing them that I absolutely love. And I want to show them to my friends and so on and so forth. I think heat is the absolute perfect board game. And then I love just how you're trying to one-up the next person. And like, is there another 8-player board game out there?
There's a number of 8-player board games.
I'm sure there's some.
However,
Yeah.
this is the best 8-player board game that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, Steve, this product is fantastic. Like,
It is.
Would you put it in your top 10 whiskeys, do you think?
So this is going to be in my top 10 pairing, and it is going to be in my top 10 of whiskeys, just on its own.
Really delicious.
It is.
What's the ABV on this?
So it is 53.4%.
53.4% is a really good
it's really in that kind of that sweet spot. 52 to 55, that's a really good sweet spot.
So,
especially for like a single malt.
I was hoping to argue with you on this one, but I think heat is the better of the two as well.
Yeah.
However, this is delicious. So if there's anything, I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today.
Yeah, I think we have, Les.
And that is, if you're going to play the now 1 to 8 player game, Heat, with the Tunnel Vision expansion, you want to pair it with...
Oh, do you ever want to pair it with some Braevel from the Whisky Agency, from our buddy Vishal at Malts and Grains? It is delicious. Single malt, beautiful.
And if anyone purchases whiskey from Malts and Grains within a week of this video going live, you will receive a 20% discount. Add a comment to the video and we will provide you with a code to provide you with that 20% discount. My name is Les.
I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Yeah. I love this game. Even when I lose, I don't care. It's just so much fun. Especially when you get like 4, 5, 6 players going. They've done so well at it.